let's rename Saitama One Pimp Slap Man, because he just pimp slapped that motherfucker like it was nobody's business. You feel like one backhand of Saitama and that's all he needed to take care of this force. Like, who the fuck do you think you are going against Saitama? Or should I say, sorry, Charanko, as he's fucking now known in the tournament. It's like, come on. It's like, you got backhanded, trying to act like you're all big. It's like, yeah, we're the fucking losers thing. It's just like, the guy was like, I believe his name was Zakos, or whatever his name was like, on the floor, one hit. And like even Saitama taking pity, he's like, oh, he was going to propose to his girlfriend, and like it's like his life, his plans all came to an unexpected end. And I'm like Saitama's like, oh dear God, I just did something terrible, didn't I? And I'm like, yo, that's rough. Even Saitama's like, that's rough, man. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Like, and I love that the referee is literally just like a giant big nod to the guy from the World's Martial Arts Tournament, but he's just got a big dumb poofy fucking hair part as well. And then here it's like, oh, don't worry guys, his fucking lover never came after all. And it's like, yo, that ain't bad. He's like, yo, that's good news. And like Zako's like, yo, that's not good at all. My girl didn't care about me. Didn't care about my martial arts. Didn't show me like my cool moves. Like, that's like, oh shit. And whilst we got to see that, I mean, we got to see Lightning Gagey like going against like that weird catfish guy, and I'm not gonna lie, he gave him a run for his money. Like, he was even like taking out like his engines as well, and also as well like that other chick as well that has like the Eneru kind of little drums around it. I know it's like actually part of like, you know, Japanese myth. I know it's supposed to be like the thunder god. That's like what it's supposed to be of, and it's like just getting exposed by the guy, and it just goes to show it's like, when you're so underly, like, you're not supposed to go against this guy, like, they're both electricity based. It's like, even an A class, which he's like, he's supposed to be like a tiger level, and he's like, I even was able to like take care of like this guy, like a fucking tiger level, like with you together. And it's just like, that's pathetic. That's really pathetic. Because you think like, someone like this just goes to show, yeah, he's an A class, but what happens if he goes against someone that isn't against his caliber? And this is like what happens when you try and go against people that you just can't go against. It's like, oh, I'm all about lightning. I'm gonna go against someone against lightning. There you go. And that's why the S classes are much more like well balanced in a way, because they're more able to deal with multiple different threats at times. Like, even if it was lightning, I think Metal Knight, you know, like all of them, Drive Knight, like all of them be able to deal with this situation like a lot easier. And it's like, that's the question though. It's like, we're gonna need like these guys, and it's like, I believe there was also this one to the Gorgon, like it was like, oh, we had to send out cyborg type heroes to like, you know, YC, who was like immune to poison. I'm like, I wonder who are like a cyborg type heroes. Like, might be Genos, might be calling in there, or Drive Knight into that, and then also so you got that giant octopus, and then like, so yo, what happened to that Elder God centipede? It's like they still don't know what the fuck went down with that, like with the whole thing with Gara, and it's like, yeah, Metal Bat is out of fucking action. Also as well, we don't know nothing about what's going on with Metal Knight right now. There's a bunch of shit. I've got to say though, for this being like the third part of the chapter, because I believe this was a pretty like lengthy one if you think about it. I think it was like 12 pages, and the last one we got to that was like 10 odd, and then the one before that was like 8. So I'd say that's probably near around a 4 chapter. I think we could expect one more part to the end of like this chapter. This is the whole kind of shitty situation that you got to be with One Punch Man, where it's just like out there, like you don't get an exact date. It's like, okay, this is where the exact like 4 chapters going to be. That's all it is. It's like, this is why I'd wait probably a little like monthly for like One Punch Man if it was like 30-40 pages, and it's like, you know, that's just what we got to deal with. That is in a digital magazine. It's like, we got to wait this long. It's like, I just want more. It's just like, I can't, like, I'm at this point now where it's like, I want to wait. I really want to wait for just more One Punch Man. Like, let it all breathe, have like a big chunk to like go through. But I'm at this point where it's like, I can't wait. I can't wait anymore. I need more good chapters and stuff. And it's like, showing that Mariah, he's going in, he's putting in the work, he's actually like putting a bunch of chapters in. I definitely do appreciate that. Like, he's definitely making sure he don't want people to wait too long for season 2, and that's some respectable shit for that. I definitely love that. Honestly though, it's like the chapter, I mean the catfish guy and the chick and all that, the lightning bats, like they were like, I wasn't like, yo, these guys are fucking like serious business like that. It's like the tiger levels, it's like, there's still crossflux in the end of the day compared to it, but it's like, I did like that one guy we got to see, like, they were going against the tentacle guy, like, he had the minigun attached to his head. Like, I'd like to say that's maybe a reference to Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, maybe. Like, he did have the scar and he looked nothing like him, so it's a shame that it wasn't like an exact Barrett, like, kind of look-alike, so it would have been cool, but it's like, every time I see like a minigun on someone's head, I just think of Barrett from FS7, so that's pretty much how it is. And it's like, setting up a bunch of like these like creatures and these like disaster level things, like demon and like it's like that giant octopus and that like Medusa, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna be taken out, probably like Genos is probably gonna take that on the side, and it's like, I kind of don't want to see these guys getting taken out. It's like, yeah, they're villains, but it's like, those are the kind of guys that should either taken off screen or just like, yeah, it's like, there you go, give them like Genos something to do, why that, just give them a couple of pages of that, take care of that, someone else take care of the octopus, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of how I want to see it. I don't want to be like having a chapter all dedicated to it, but we never know. We can see where it goes, because you know the Murata and also the one version is very different. So that's all I can really talk about in this like chapter. It was a very short chapter, so there's not too much content I can go crazy about and talk about. But yeah, that's the blessing and the curse is like, yeah, we get it a bit early, but then the curse is that we don't get the full chapter of One Punch Man. So there's not too much on a review-wise I can really say about it. But let me know your comment section down below. What do you think about this part of the One Punch Man chapter? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Personally, I was a bit okay with it. I think it's a 6.5 to 7. I think it was a decent chapter. I wasn't blowing my mind off there. I think the funniest part of it was just like Saitama pimp slapped that fucking Zarkos guy, and it's like, yeah, get out of here. Go on, move along. You know, skadoodle, then we don't care. Bye-bye. The tournament, you ain't no match to Saitama like that. But that's all from me. So thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.